These are stories where love meets betrayal. Stories that make you see life a little differently.
Rain had a way of revealing things. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just persistent, settled. That afternoon, I watched it from my apartment window. The city blurred in gray streaks. The streets reflected light like broken glass. He had promised he'd be home early, but he wasn't. Not unusual, not suspicious. I poured coffee and waited, sitting in silence, listening to the rain tapping the glass. It was soothing in a way I couldn't name. The rhythm of it was steady, comforting, yet every drop seemed to echo a question I couldn't ask. I had known him for years. We had shared small apartments, mornings with coffee, nights full of laughter. I trusted him. I wanted to trust him, but lately, things felt slightly off. A delayed message here, a distracted smile there. Small things, not enough for proof, just enough to plant doubt. The front door clicked. He was home. His coat smelled faintly of smoke. Or maybe perfume? I didn't look up. I kept my eyes on the rain. "Hey," he said. Casual. Normal. Too normal. "Long day?" I asked. "Yeah, exhausting," he replied, and left the answer there. We ate dinner quietly. The usual chatter, the usual small smiles. Nothing unusual. Yet something in the way he moved, the tilt of his shoulder, the way he put down his fork, it felt different. After dinner, he said he needed to make a quick call. Alone, he walked into the bedroom with his phone. I stayed in the living room, pretending to read. I didn't check his phone. Not yet. I didn't want to confirm my fear. I wanted it to reveal itself naturally, like rain revealing a hidden city beneath the fog. Minutes passed. He laughed softly on the phone, not like he ever laughed at me. It wasn't familiar. It wasn't shared. Something in me shifted. I didn't feel anger, not immediately, only a quiet awareness. I left the apartment for a walk. Rain wrapped around me like a cloak. The streets were wet, empty, perfect for watching without being seen. He wasn't at the cafe, not at the office. He was somewhere else, and I was starting to see, I was beginning to understand, that trust can disappear silently, just as rain disappears into the pavement. I didn't rush. I observed. Not with rage, not with tears, with clarity. Later, when he returned, he hugged me. His coat still smelled faintly of another, and I let him. Because letting him think everything was normal was part of what I needed to learn. The rain continued outside, soft, endless, and I realized betrayal is not always loud. It can be quiet, invisible, waiting for the right moment to speak. The rain never seemed to stop. It followed me everywhere. Or maybe I carried it inside me. I saw him leave again that evening, umbrella in hand, shoulders slightly hunched. I didn't ask where he was going. I already knew he wouldn't tell the truth. I walked behind him at a distance, not too close, not too obvious. The city was washed in silver reflections, the rain masking my footsteps. He didn't go to the office. He went to a small cafe I had never entered. I stayed across the street, under my own umbrella, hidden. And there she was. Not the woman I expected, not glamorous, not flirtatious, but familiar. Someone he laughed with, someone he leaned toward, someone he treated differently than me. I waited, not out of curiosity, but for clarity. Every gesture, every word, every glance, it was deliberate, it was intentional. I wanted to turn away, to stop the pain before it fully arrived, but I couldn't. Because knowing the truth is different than imagining it, and I had waited too long to just imagine. The rain blurred their forms as I watched, soft drops, persistent, a mirror of my heartbeat. Later, I returned home. I didn't confront him immediately. I sat silently on the couch, letting the water outside and the weight of realization settle inside me. When he came back, he kissed my cheek, familiar, tender, unaware that I had seen it all. I didn't speak. I just watched him, as if to memorize every movement before it could be hidden again. The night passed with the rain falling steadily. I lay awake, planning. Not revenge, not confrontation, control. I would confront him, but on my terms. I would decide how this ended. The city outside was a river of silver and shadows, and in that river I began to see myself clearly, not the woman who trusted blindly, but the woman who could survive everything, even betrayal. The rain changed that night, not gentle, not forgiving. It cut through the city like sharp glass, relentless. I didn't sleep. I waited. I watched him move around the apartment, unaware, careless. When he finally noticed me, I was standing by the window. The rain ran down the glass, distorting the city into shapes I didn't recognize. I didn't expect you to be up, he said, nervous, hesitant, a flicker of something unrecognizable in his eyes. I saw you, I said. I saw her, every detail, every smile you shared. He froze. His face went pale. He opened his mouth, then closed it. I can explain, he whispered. I shook my head. Explain, I asked. Do you think 1,000 words could erase months of choices? He stepped closer. I didn't move. I never meant to, he started. I don't need your excuses, I interrupted. They're already part of your story, not mine. The apartment was silent except for the rain, and I realized how quiet betrayal can be. How it doesn't need a scream. It only needs patience. I walked to the bedroom, opened his drawer, pulled out the phone, the receipts, the messages. Every piece of evidence laid bare. He watched, helpless. Do you see now? I asked. His hands shook. He couldn't lie anymore. I left the apartment, didn't slam the door. didn't shout. I just left. Outside, the rain soaked me instantly. Cold, heavy, yet strangely liberating. I walked through the streets, past cafes, past lights, past the city he thought he controlled. I didn't look back. Weeks later, I learned things. He tried to apologize. He tried to reach me. I didn't answer. Because betrayal isn't about apologies. It's about truth. And the truth is this: he made his choices. I made mine. The rain still falls. It always will. And now when I hear it, I don't feel anger. I don't feel longing. I feel awake. I feel myself. And that is enough.
Sometimes pain doesn't come from enemies, but from the ones we trusted the most. Maybe that's how life teaches us to see the truth. Could you forgive such a betrayal? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More stories are coming, stories that will touch your heart.